हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू द क्लास। आज हम लोग करेंगे फेमिनिज्म इन इंग्लिश लिटरेचर। किस तरीके से बॉक्स के अंदर फेमिनिज्म को आइडेंटिफाई किया जा सकता है, पढ़ा जाएगा। एक्सप्लोरिंग जेंडर आइडेंटिटी एंड इक्वालिटी इन लिटरेरी वर्क। सो वी हैव टू एक्सप्लोर, वी हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई एंड हाउ टू रीड इट। वी शुड नॉट बी रेडिकल। बहुत जरूरी नहीं है कि हम रेडिकल स्टडीज करें। तो एक सोबर स्टडीज के लिए किस तरीके से प्रिपेयर करेंगे, लेट्स सी। First, introduction. Feminism in English literature is a critical approach that explores how women have been presented. Introduction. Feminism in English literature is a critical approach that explores how women have been presented, silenced, or celebrated in literary works across different historical periods. अलग-अलग historical periods में अलग-अलग literature में women की क्या position बताई गई है, दिखाई गई है, किस तरीके से उन्हें present किया गया है. This is the study. It reflects the struggle against societal norms and the pursuit of equality. This is very important. Equality and freedom. Feminist literature not only highlights women's experiences but also challenges patriarchal structures, making it a vital part of literary history and criticism. किस तरीके से ये literary history and criticism का पार्ट बनती हैं, क्यों करना पड़ा, उनका struggle in a patriarchal society, ये सब चीज़ों को हम देखते हैं. Defining feminism in literature. So सबसे पहले तो इनकी study in a patriarchal society, क्या problems हैं जो उन्हें face करनी पड़ती हैं, क्या issues हैं जो फीमेल फेस करती हैं और इन लिटरेचर में किस तरीके से प्रेजेंट किया गया है. रीजन व्हाई फेमिनिज्म एज अ स्ट्रीम ऑफ क्रिटिसिज्म एंड थ्योरी हैज स्टार्टेड एंड कम अप इन द मॉडर्न टाइम, ये सब हमें देखना है. फेमिनिज्म इन लिटरेचर refers to the analysis and portrayal of gender equality, female empowerment and the questioning of social norms that restrict women's rights. It challenges stereotype and creates narratives where women possesses agency, voice, and individuality. This approach examines whether literature reinforces or resists traditional gender roles. Basically, इसमें feminism in literature refers to analysis and portrayal of gender equality. ठीक है, कि दोनों genders को किस तरीके से portray किया गया है और कैसे करा जाना चाहिए. फीमेल एम्पावरमेंट, एक फीमेल अगर स्ट्रॉन्ग कैरेक्टर है तो उसको नेगेटिव कैरेक्टर भी क्यों बताया गया है, काइंड ऑफ. एंड द क्वेश्चनिंग ऑफ द सोशल नॉर्म दैट रिस्ट्रिक्ट वुमेन्स राइट. कि सोसाइटी में वुमेन जैसे कि विचक्राफ्ट दे दिया जाता था, उन्हें डिसोन कर दिया जाता था, ये सब चीजें, उनकी वॉइसेस को सप्रेस कर दिया जाता था, इनजस्टिस होता था. दीज आर द थिंग्स. नाउ हिस्टोरिकल डेवलपमेंट और medieval period. In medieval English literature, women were often depicted as passive characters, passive figures, symbol of purity, beauty, temptation. हम जितने भी characters को देखेंगे medieval literature के अंदर, जो चौसर या उसके बाद का है, उसमें females are on secondary role. जैसे कि हम बॉलीवुड की भी बात करते हैं तो जो major heroes हैं हमारे, शाहरुख खान, सलमान खान, अक्षय कुमार, इनकी सारी मूवीज के अंदर females are mostly on secondary role, symbol of purity, dedication, they are taking the younger girls as their spouses or partners and they are just playing roles for songs, love, temptation, female feminine beauty, purity and dependent. They are dependent. So this kind of figure पूरी medieval literature के अंदर भी portray किया गया है. They were rarely given independent roles or complex characterization. वो कोई major role play नहीं कर रही हैं, वो dependent है दूसरे characters पे. Yet works like Chaucer's Canterbury introduces more nuances female characters such as Wife of Bath, who challenges male authority and expressed her own views on marriage and autonomy. She went for 5 marriages. She is justifying that. She is even thinking of the 6th marriage. She discards the social norm. She don't want to be a part of patriarchal society, and but yet dependent because a female cannot do any work. So if the husband dies or leaves her, she has to go for another marriage. So it's still controversial. Renaissance period and early voices. During the Renaissance, women began to appear in literature as more complex individuals. Shakespeare portrayed intelligence and strong-willed characters like Portia in Merchant of Venice and Lady Macbeth in Macbeth, who displayed ambition, courage, and wit. However, their stories often ended with the limitation of societal expectations, showing the tension between individual and patriarchal norms. वो भी पेट्रार्की के चलते ही चल रहा है. लेडी मैकबेथ इज डूइंग थिंग्स टू सपोर्ट मैकबेथ. एंड अगर हम हैमलेट की बात करते हैं, गर्ट्रूड एंड ओफेलिया आर subordinate characters, they are deemed characters, they don't have their individuality. अगर हम another tragedy की बात करते हैं किंग लियर की, तो रीगन एंड ब्रॉनरेल are the characters, but Cordelia is a stronger character who has her own identity and not doing anything for any man like Bronwyn and Regan were doing that for their husbands, but Cordelia has her own character in which they ultimately died in. ठीक है, तो ये इस तरीके के पोर्ट्रेयल उन्होंने भी करे हैं, मिक्स टाइप, कभी स्ट्रॉन्गर कभी deemed one as per the requirement. Feminism in 18th century. 18th century marked the emergence of feminist thought in literature. Mary Wollstonecraft, in her influential work of Dedication to the Rights of Women in 1792, argued for women's education and intellectual equality. At the same time, female characters in novel began to display wit, intelligence, and emotional depth, paving the way for future feminist narratives. देखिए, इससे पहले का हमने क्यों नहीं करा? शेक्सपियर इज 16th century, 17th century की बात की थी. 17th century में restoration comedy थी, and they have actually renamed the image of female. उन्होंने फीमेल आइडेंटिटी को चैलेंज करा, उन्होंने फीमेल आइडेंटिटी को कुछ रखा ही नहीं कि they are all dependent on men. Whatever nonsense a man is doing, whatever affair a man is doing, how many girlfriends or romances he had, but if a girl has more than one man in her life, she is characterless, not a man. So they have demeaned too much of female character. She is just a piece of entertainment to men. So उस age को हम यहाँ नहीं लेके आए, because that is completely anti-feminist age period and restoration. But अगर हम 18th century की बात करते हैं, तो 18th century में जब मैरी वॉल्सटोनक्राफ्ट आती हैं, उनके साथ साथ फैनी पढ़ने आती हैं, Mrs. Anne Radcliffe आती हैं. They have presented a strong women. She is the first feminist to talk about the intellectual equality of a female and her educational rights actually. So this is important step has been taken in this age. 19th century के अंदर there are many writers came, like the picture I have put here, Jane Austen. उसमें Elizabeth Bennet, the lead character of Pride and Prejudice, is a very intelligent, witty, and confident girl who's not dependent on anyone and has her own thoughts and individuality, and that was well accepted by the men. Right? So the 19th century saw significant contribution from female writers. Jane Austen used irony and satire in her novel like Pride and Prejudice, critiques social norms surrounding marriage and women's role. The Bronte sisters, Charlotte Bronte and Emily and Bronte, created passionate, independent heroine like Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights, and Jim Fess's self-respect, emotional depth, and moral strength. उन्होंने बहुत strong characters portray करे हैं, बहुत strong characters display करे हैं, literature के अंदर introduce करे हैं. Along with that, girl. Many other female writers are there, like what we call them, the Middlemarch writer. She has also presented a very strong characters in her novel. Now, next is 20th century. The early 20th century marked a turning point with the rise of modernist literature. Virginia Woolf is a stone a landmark for feminism. And her rooms of one own become a landmark for feminist texts advocating the women's creative and financial independence. Woolf argued Woolf argued that without freedom and resources, women could not achieve their full potential as writer and thinker. तो उन्होंने कहा कि no, a woman has her own right in the parental house as well as the husband's house, so she needs a room of one's own where she can think creative, she can do creativity, she can identify herself, her identity, her interest, and can live her life like that. She is not bound to the family or husband or the sons. But she has her own identity. इसमें उन्होंने काफी critically एक female को female की तरह identify किया है. So now next is mid to late 20th century feminism. So there are many writers who came like Sylvia Plath. She is a confessional writer, very revolutionary writer who actually talked about the position of female in America. So इनका जो work है Beljar that criticizes the womanhood, or you can say the motherhood of a female, like the compulsion of the motherhood for a female. So she said, you know, being a woman, I scared to be a mother, I scared of pregnancy. So I feel being with a man that I have been pegged into a bell jar, I'm suffocating and claustrophobic in that way that I cannot come out of it anytime. I don't want to have a child in my womb. I'm scared of pregnancy, but I am forced to do that. So this is also the thing Margaret Atwood has also presented this in Handmaid's Tale, how women is bound to be a surrogate mother for a general or a higher officer, and the complete identity is being snatched, smashed, and killed. So that all talked about expanded feminist discourses, exploring the theme of mental health, reproductive rights, and patriarchal control. Their works moved beyond traditional narratives to examine deeper psychological and societal dimensions of the women's life. किस तरीके से male want to play with the females, their identity, their rights, and they want them to be a puppet in their hands. Major themes in feminist literature. Feminist literature addresses the key themes: gender roles and expectations imposed by society, because there are many more expectations are being thrown on a girl in compared to women. They are set free, but the women are not. Second, the pursuit of independence and self-identity. Yes, a woman also wants to go for the identity of the self. She wants to discover themselves, want to explore, and want to go on a high, but that all being suppressed. So marriage, love, and societal norms and constraint of opportunity. Whether this is an opportunity to have a good life or are restrictions for women. The struggle against oppression and the quest for freedom. They want to be free, but they have to struggle for it very hard. Empowerment, resilience, and self-discovery through conflict. Yes, this is a very common part of a woman's life. Empowerment, she has to fight for it. She has to be resilient for many things. She has to give up and just let it be is very common in women. And the self-discovery through conflict. जितनी परेशानियां आती हैं, she used to discover how hard and strong they are. Feminist literary criticism analyzes how literature reflects, reinforces, and challenges gender rules. It asks critical questions. What are the critical questions that literature used to ask when we study feminism? अगर हम किसी वर्क को feminist study से पढ़ते हैं तो कौन से questions हमारे सामने आते हैं? How are female characters portrayed? किस तरीके से उनको रखा गया है? Portray किया गया है? Society का role क्या है? Do they possess agency or remain confined to stereotype? क्या उनको liberty दी गई है या they are also restricted to the stereotype things? Does the text challenges patriarchal ideas or reinforce them? क्या उसमें सुधार किया गया है या typical ideas which are doing this approach has become increasingly intersectional, including issue of race, class, and sexuality. केवल feminist issues तक ये जो अप्रोच है फेमिनिज्म या फेमिनिस्ट क्रिटिसिज्म की, ये केवल एक फीमेल तक नहीं है गई है, बट इसके अंदर रेस, कास्ट, सेक्सुअलिटी ये सब भी आता है। अगर हम इंडियन फेमिनिज्म को देखते हैं तो उसमें क्लास भी आ जाती है, रेस भी आ जाती है। पर्टिकुलर रेस और पर्टिकुलर क्लास की फीमेल को ज्यादा टॉर्चर किया गया है, अपर क्लास की फीमेल्स के साथ इतने टॉर्चर्स नहीं हुए जितने लोअर क्लासेस की फीमेल के साथ हुए हैं। एंड ऑल ओवर इंडिया हर पार्ट के अंदर ये चीजें हुई है। तो वी हैव टू लर्न अबाउट दैट आल्सो कि वहां पे क्या किया गया है, कैसे किया गया है। Now, modern feminist perspective. Contemporary feminist literature embraces diverse perspectives, including queer theory, queer about transgenders and other gender identities and their studies. Post-colonial feminism की जो colonizers थे उन्होंने अपनी colonies में किस तरीके से exploit किया है, intersectionalities किस तरीके से उनकी अपनी communities के अंदर suppress करने के नए-नए तरीके होते हैं। Writers explore how women experiences vary based on culture, race and social context. अलग-अलग society, cultures, traditions में अलग-अलग तरीके से women को treat किया जाता है। कुछ societies में, communities में बहुत अच्छे से, but कुछ societies and communities में बहुत demeaned condition है, बहुत subjugated या suppressed conditions है। Literature now serves as a platform to challenge rigid gender identities and celebrate inclusivity. इनके key writers you can read Mary Wollstonecraft, Jane Austen, Charlotte Bronte, Virginia Woolf, Margaret Atwood. Now, what you need to do: choose a novel, drama, and poetry, both all the three. Read them, find out how the women character is portrayed, how she could have been portrayed, कैसे portray और better तरीके से किया जा सकता था, उसमें क्या गलतियां हैं, उन सबको आपको निकालना है। Conclusion: Feminism in English literature has evolved from certain suggestions of resistance to powerful expressions of equality and empowerment. It continues to inspire critical thoughts, reshape storytelling, and celebrate the diverse voices of women across cultures and eras. By examining these narratives, readers not only appreciate literature but also understand its role in social transformations. ठीक है? तो बेसिकली क्या है, आपको ये सारी चीजें देखनी है, उसमें इक्वालिटी, एम्पावरमेंट एंड क्रिटिकल थ्योरीज को हम कैसे अप्लाई करेंगे, स्टोरी टेलिंग किस तरीके से है, पॉजिटिव है, नेगेटिव है, क्या उसमें विमेन रूल को सेलिब्रेट किया जा रहा है, डिस्कार्ड किया जा रहा है, सब्जुगेट किया जा रहा है, इन सब चीज़ों को आपको देखना है। बट बेसिकली ये सबकी कंबाइंड स्टडी ही फेमिनिज्म है। सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर लिसनिंग मी एंड with such kind of more innovative ideas and other theories as well, I will come up soon with more lectures like this that will enhance your knowledge and obviously will improve your pre-over literature, will give you a wider aspect to read more literature, more books and to have a opened eye vision for the world as well. So हम बाकी सभी चीज़ों को ढंग से समझने के लिए, पढ़ने के लिए, अपनी नॉलेज को और बढ़ाने के लिए हमें वीडियोस को देखना है, समझना है। बहुत प्यार से, आराम से, बायलिंगुअल तरीके से मैं आप लोगों को समझा रही हूँ। जो भी बच्चे, चाहे आप लोगों ने इंग्लिश लिटरेचर ऑप्ट किया है, आप बैचलर्स में, आप मास्टर्स में, आप किसी भी एग्जाम की तैयारी करें, लेकिन ये अप्रोच आप लोगों के लिए बहुत काम आने वाली है। ये सारी वीडियोस आपके लिए बहुत काम आने वाली, बहुत बेसिक तरीके से आप लोगों को समझाया है। सो डू अंडरस्टैंड एंड इफ यू एक्चुअली फाइंड एनी काइंड ऑफ कंफ्यूजन, कहीं पे भी कंफ्यूज होते हो, कोई चीज़ नहीं समझ में आती है, कमेंट्स में लिख दीजिए। आई यूज्ड टू राइट द कमेंट, आई यूज्ड टू गिव रिप्लाइज टू ऑल द कमेंट और मैं डेफिनेटली आपकी समस्या को हल करूंगी और आपने जो भी सजेशन दिए होंगे उनके ऊपर भी वीडियोस बनाई जाएंगी। सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग एंड सब्सक्राइब द चैनल, प्रेस द नोटिफिकेशन बेल, जिससे हर वीडियो आते ही आप लोगों को नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाए। बाय बाय।